What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for today's video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I put together this little DIY fall and autumn inspired photo shoot backdrop. I wanted to take some fall photos of my kids, and since I already had all of these items, I just kind of bundled everything together. This look was so easy to accomplish, and like I said, I had all of these items already. This was such a cost-effective little photo shoot, and I am so happy with how this setup turned out. So I hope that you guys will enjoy this video. I hope it will inspire you to kind of create your own little photo shoot for your kids, your pets. Really, anyone can take some really cute pictures with a little backdrop like this. So I hope that you all will enjoy this. Let's jump right in and get started. I'm going to be using some mums for this photo session. We actually purchased these back in August. So for the last few weeks, they have been adding so much color and beauty to our front porch. And you guys know I love my dual purposed items. So I definitely wanted to pull these in there for the photos. I think that they are just going to add another really beautiful element of fall. I love how these three colors work together to bring all those beautiful, rich fall vibes. And then I purchased these bushel baskets from Hobby Lobby. I picked out these two larger baskets and then this smaller size. They were all super inexpensive. They all seem to be very durable, so I am definitely counting on getting continued use out of these for years to come. So here are the real pumpkins that I'm going to be using. I pretty much stuck with like the traditional orange and added a couple pops of like green and a sage green. I also wanted to make sure that I had a couple different sizes. So for the most part, I have some really nice large statement pumpkins, and then as well as some medium and then smaller sized pumpkins. And some of these we picked up from our local pumpkin patch, and then others we purchased just from our local grocery store. I can say that if you are trying to keep the costs down, the grocery store pumpkins were so much cheaper. The three largest pumpkins that are in this bunch were only $12 for all three. So definitely going the grocery store route is a much more cost-effective option. I just wanted to put that out there in case you're trying to keep this project super budget friendly like I was. And of course, if real pumpkins are not your thing, you could always use faux pumpkins for this project. These are the three faux pumpkins that I am going to be using. I thought that the color scheme of these fell right in line with the real pumpkins, and so they're going to really blend in pretty easily. But you could also totally do cloth pumpkins, buffalo check pumpkins if you have them, all white, all orange. The possibilities are really endless when it comes to faux pumpkins and just kind of the theme that you want these pictures to take on. I am also going to be using these little metal figurines. I have had these for years, and I feel like they look better over time. They kind of get that like rustic, rusty look to them. I love these so much, and I think that these are going to add a really nice, fun, like kid aspect to the photos. You could find these anywhere really, Home Depot, Target, Walmart. They're relatively inexpensive, and like I said, they hold up really well over time. So I'm going to place these throughout the display, and I think that they are just going to add a really fun fall touch to these photos. So these are going to be the base of my photos. This is where I'm going to have my kids sit, and I just really like them because they're super neutral. They definitely don't take away from all of the other aspects that I'm going to be bringing in these photos, but they do add a lot of texture, and since they are so big, they're just a really nice statement to have in any fall photos, I think. Both of these are another two items that I have had for several years now. Once fall is over, we just place these in really large black garbage bags, and then we store them in our garage. So they have definitely been able to hold up over time as well, and I am really excited to be able to get that really fall country look using these two huge bales of hay. And then I also have these two smaller bales of hay. These are generally the same exact concept. They're just going to add a little bit more contrast, a little bit more texture. The colors between the two sizes vary a little bit, so it's just an extra additive, and these we have had for several years as well. And then the last item that I'm going to be bringing into these photos is this little like blanket scarf. I thought that this was going to be perfect because it is going to add some darker contrast to the more like lighter and brighter colors that the majority of the pieces that will be included in this photo naturally will have. but I was also thinking that it pulled in some like Halloween vibes as well. And besides the two cosmetic factors of this, this is also going to add like a softer, cushiony spot for my kids to sit on, since those bales of hay can get a little bit prickly. And so now we can get started on the fun part, which is placing all of our items down and out. And then real quick, some tips that I just wanted to share with you guys. Number one, try to have some balance between the two sides. So it doesn't have to be completely symmetrical, but just generally try to have a good balance. My next tip is to not have anything look too perfect. That is why the two bales of hay in the back are not like perfectly straight. They kind of go on different diagonals from one another. And then same with these smaller bales of hay. They're kind of just thrown on top of each other just to give more of like an authentic, organic look. And that is also why I only have one pumpkin on one of the bales of hay. You want your setup to not look like you put much thought into it, even though you will be putting some thought into just strategically placing these items in a balancing, non-perfect way. I have two mums on one side, one mum on the other side, and then as you can see, the sunflowers are at a different height. One is also a little bit further behind the other. I feel like the placement of all of these items are just going to make your photos look a little bit more professionally done. My next tip is to use layers. Use the ground that you have available to you, whether it's home decor or if I'm putting together a little photo shoot like this. I love using lots and lots of layers just to create some depth for your photos or for your home decor. I also like using different heights. And so that is where those metal figurines really come into play. They just give off some different variations in height. And I just think that multiple layers and different heights just add more character and more of like an eye-catching appeal to photos, or like I said, to your home decor. One thing that I am definitely happy to say is that I did not purchase one thing for this little DIY makeshift photo shoot. Like I've been saying throughout this video, either these items have been part of our fall decor collection for the last several years. And then of course, the real mums and the real pumpkins I did purchase this year, but I would have purchased them regardless if I was going to take these photos and do this video or not. And then in a few weeks, we are going to be carving out the real pumpkins, so we are going to get an additional use out of them. So nothing was purchased specifically for these photos. So that about does it for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this one, and I hope that it inspires you to get creative, use what you have. The photos that I took of my kiddos turned out so good. I'll share a few of my favorites right now, but I hope that this video was helpful in creating something similar. If you do create a little setup like this, please tag me through Instagram. I would love to see what you guys come up with. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please make sure to subscribe and join my YouTube family. And if you could please give this video a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. I hope to see you all in my next video, and until then, take care. Bye!